Yes. So, I want to ask you all, do you have a little bit of an idea if I say congruence, what is congruent? Heard this term before? Have you all heard this term before? Congruence?
I think so.
Okay. Yes. So, talking about, 1 second.
There's
Yes.
something to do with angles, right?
Something we do with what?
Angles.
Angles. No, not something we do with angles, but yes, it's more to do with objects, okay? With any object, with any shape that are same, okay? That are similar, whose shape and size are similar. That is congruent, okay? For example, I have drawn one shape and another shape. Can you see the similarity between both the shapes? Now, two things that are there in congruence, okay? One is shape and one is size, okay? So we can see if we talk about the shape, okay? Shape and size of the objects that are above. Shape is the same, size is also same, okay? So we can say that both of them are congruent figures.
Excuse me, ma'am. What chapter did you say this was?
Sure, Zara. This is 15th chapter.
I didn't hear you, ma'am.
You cannot hear me? Okay, just give me a minute. I hope my voice is audible now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hello, Edrin. Hi, Simeon. Good morning. Yes, let's begin. Okay, so I'll explain it once again. We are starting with the 15th chapter, that is congruent and symmetrical figures. Okay, so I just explained that congruent figures are those figures which are similar in shape and size. Okay, same in shape and size. So I made two figures. Okay, I made two figures. Look at this. Yes, so two figures I made. Okay, now we see the congruency. Okay, on the basis of same shape and size. Okay, same shape and same size. Now, if you see, take a look at the above two figures, they have the same shape and the same size. Okay, so we can say that these two are congruent figures. Okay, hope it's clear till here now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now
Could you please write the
In
definition down?
sure. Please write this down. You can make two diagrams, for example. Okay, you can make two diagrams and show it as an example.
Done now, thank you.
Done. Okay, so once you have done writing it down, I want all of you to give me one example of a congruent figure. Yes, Simeon. Is there a way to check if two circles are congruent without superposition? Simeon, you can check that out with its radius. Okay. If both the circles are having the same radius, both of them will be congruent. Okay. Because with the same radius, we will make, if we make two circles with same radius, both the circles will be same in the shape and size. Okay. Both the circles will be same, so they will be congruent. So with its radius, same radius or same diameter, you can check that out. Okay. Also, sometimes it is checked by placing two figures on each other. Okay, if they are congruent or not. All right. By placing two figures on each other, they should be perfectly placed on top of each other. Okay. Look at this. I will make a circle. Okay. And I will suppose this is my circle. Okay. And let's take this one second. On this circle, I will place another circle. Okay. Is it congruent?
No.
Yes, these are not congruent. Okay. Because both the circles are not covering each other's surface completely. So it is not congruent. All right. But that when two circles will cover each other completely, it will be congruent. Okay, here it's not forming it that way. Okay,
Why do not try drawing one circle?
why don't I draw one circle? Okay, let's try that. This is free-handed drawing, so it will come like that. Okay, I have a circle, and exactly on that circle will be another circle. Okay, placed exactly on that circle, covering the entire surface, and nothing will come out. Okay, like out of the circumference. Both the circumference will be right above and below each other. That is congruency. All right, same shape and same size. Okay, now quickly give me one example of any congruent objects.
A box that can cover another box, a rectangular box.
Rectangular box that can cover another box,
Which is rectangular also.
which is also rectangular. Okay, yes, correct, Sarah. Yes, rest of you.
Two sheets of the same length.
Two sheets of same length. Perfect. Two sheets of same length, same size. That's right. Edric, Simeon, Abraham. Can you all think of an example of congruence?
Ma'am, two books are the same size.
Two books of the same size. Yes, that is right. Two books of the same size. My glasses and my father glasses are the same size and shape and look, so they are congruent, I guess. We can say that, Simeon. Okay. It's yes and no, because when you are placing your glasses and your father's glasses, they should like exactly overlap, touching each other's like both the surfaces should be touching exactly. Okay. So you can try it out, just don't break any glasses. Okay, to check if they are fully congruent, covering each other.
It's possible because we bought the same type of glasses for both of us.
It's possible. It's possible. Okay, since this size, shape, and everything is the same, it's possible. Abraham, an example.
Mama, posted mine in the chat.
You have your example is in the chat. Let me see. Two triangles. Okay, yes, that is an example. Okay, but in symmetry, we don't place it on top of each other like this. Okay, but the surfaces. Okay, the surfaces should meet. All right. So when you are placing them for congruency, you place the one surface on the other. But yes, I think both look very similar in shape and size. So yes, it can be congruent. Okay. All right. Now moving on to the next part. Next part that we are going to talk about is symmetry. Okay. Let's see what is symmetry. Do you know what is symmetry?
When two objects are equal and they have the same size, basically they look alike, very alike.
When we have an object and
Experimentally, so there are
from
two
symmetry. The first one is line symmetry, the second one is order symmetry. In lines of symmetry, an object can be folded how many times equally with it come like you can fold a triangle somewhat 3 times if it's an equilateral. If it's a scaling, you can fold it no time. If it's an isosceles, you can fold it once. Or you can fold a square. Next, 4 times. Next is order of symmetry. In order of symmetry, so you have to check, you have to rotate the entire shape and check whether it looks the same all the time when you rotate it. Example, if you rotate a square, it will have an order of symmetry 4.
Yes, that is perfectly right, Abraham. Okay. Lines of symmetry and order of symmetry, what you explained is perfectly right. Okay. So basically, yes, Edric.
A line that cuts any figure exactly in half is called a line of symmetry.
Yes, exactly in half is called a line of symmetry. Okay, and then when we fold the figure, okay, or the shape from that line, it will be congruent. Okay, it will cover the other part fully. All right.
Ma'am,
Yes.
that's why only rectangle has 2 lines of symmetry and not 4.
Yes, that's why rectangle has two lines of symmetry. Okay. Now let's show you an example. I have a figure here. Okay, and I can fold it in this way. If my line of symmetry passes here, okay, so this portion and this portion, I can fold it like this. Okay, so it will exactly overlap, or I can fold it like this. Okay, so this portion and this portion will exactly overlap like this. All right, so these lines that I have drawn, okay, through which we can fold them so that the one portion will exactly overlap the other portion is basically known as symmetry. Okay, and these lines are known as lines of symmetry. Okay, hope
Ma'am, why
this part is clear.
not diagonal? Diagonal also there.
Sorry,
Ma'am, diagonal 4.
diagonals. Yes, diagonals are also there. Okay, now you can write its definition. Just a minute. Okay, so this is what symmetrical figures are. Yes, that is for a square. It can be folded. The line can be drawn from side to side as well. That's right, Abraham. Square has four lines of symmetry, while rectangle has only two, because if we fold the rectangle from side to side, it will not fit perfectly because rectangle, the lengths of the width, the length and breadth have different sizes, the different measures. Okay, they are not similar in measure. Okay, now please let me know once you've done writing. Done writing?
Yes, ma'am, done copying.
Okay. So today we saw a little bit about the meaning of congruency and symmetry. What does it exactly means? Okay. And in congruency, this chapter mainly focuses on triangles. Okay. On the congruency of triangles. All right. So we are going to discuss further about that in detail. There are three properties about it, about congruency of triangles. We'll go through each property. Then symmetry, again in symmetry, this focuses on lines of symmetry. Okay, lines of symmetry.
And the three lines.
Yes, so this chapter focuses on lines of symmetry in different shapes, okay, such as squares, rectangles, triangles. All right. Also, I'll do order of symmetry with you, okay, so that you have a hint of what is, you'll know what is order of symmetry. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll cover that. Right now, I talked about checking the congruency, right? I talked about checking the congruency of two figures. So, like previously when we were doing congruency, I told you that you can check the congruency by placing the figures above, one above each other, okay? Above and below each other. You can, on one figure, you can place the another figure of the same shape and size to check if it's exactly congruent or not. Okay. So when we are checking it in that way, that is known as, it's known as superposition. Okay. This method of examining the congruency by placing one object above the other is known as superposition. Okay. You can write that down. I'm clearing the screen right now.
Congruency. Now I'm supposed to give a question about congruency in the paper, and then you ask us, we cannot fold the paper and put two triangles on top. So ma'am, how will we check it? Will we take a ruler and a protractor, measure all the angles and the side length?
If I give you the question to this thing to measure the congruency, to check the congruency, you can measure its sides. Okay, you can measure the angles. Yes, all right. So that way you will be doing. You will be measuring the sides. Okay, if sides are the same in the triangles, okay, angles are also same. All right. So remember the properties that we have learned till now. Okay, in square we know. All right, and that all the angles are the same. Again, okay, and all the sides also measure the same in the squares that we know. Okay. So that way you can remember the properties and you can measure it with the ruler and have an idea of if the figures are symmetric or not. And some figures even you can tell by taking a look at it. If I say that measure the congruency of this, can you all tell me? Can you all just take a look at it and tell me if they are congruent or not?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Yes, right?
They're not
Yes, they are.
the size is
Yes.
different.
Yes, exactly. Their size is different. So some figures you can easily tell by looking at the size itself that they are different, that they are not congruent. Okay. So this way you can check that out. Coming back to the definition, the method of examining congruency by placing one object above the other is known as superposition method.
Ma'am,
Yes, Edric.
then you would have to measure that both of the shapes have the same length, same side length, same.
Same size. Yes, both will have the same size. When you are placing an object above one object, okay, if they are not the same size, then they will not fit over the first object exactly. Then the second object will not fit over the first object exactly. Okay, it will be like this, like it will be coming out from the edges. Okay, but if it is not symmetrical, so that is used. So this method, when we are placing one object above each other to see if it perfectly fits on it, is known as superposition method. Okay, hope it's clear. Okay, or method of superposition. All right. Then, if I talk about triangle, okay, or congruency of triangles, What things can we use when we are talking about the congruency of triangles? We can use its sides, okay? We can use its angles. Those are the two things that we can use. Now, suppose I have two triangles. It doesn't have a triangle, does it?
There are 4 methods, right, to check congruency of triangles.
Um, three methods are mentioned here in your syllabus that we are going to study, okay? Three rules, three methods, or you can say three properties that we
But
are going to learn about.
in the book, it's showing RHS, SSS, ASA, and SAS.
Okay, yes, four properties. RHS, I didn't scroll little there. Four properties are mentioned. Yes, we are going to then talk about four properties. We didn't really saw the RHS one. Yes, RHS is for right angle triangles. Okay, the rest of them are for isosceles and equilateral triangles. RHS can be used for the right angle triangles. Four properties we are going to study. Now, talking about measuring the congruency, either we'll see the length of the sides, okay, if they are congruent or not, or we'll see if this angle, and this angle, okay, or this angle and this angle are equal or not. Okay, so the properties that we are going to study are first one is SSS, side, okay. Then
Then
second one,
SAS means side angle side.
yes.
And
Third
A
one,
angle side angle.
angle, side, angle. And
R
fourth one,
right angle hypotenuse side.
yes, right angle, hypotenuse, and side. Okay, this is for the right angles. All right. Now, in side, we check all the three sides. Okay. Then side, angle, side. We check the side, then an angle, then the side. Angle, side, angle. We check an angle, a side, then an angle. In RHS, we check the right angle, hypotenuse, the right angle, which hypotenuse, and its side. So I'm going to do all three of these in detail with you in the next class. Okay, because it's time, and we'll do it thoroughly in detail. We'll see some examples. Okay, we'll try out some examples from it, from all the four properties. Okay. Any doubts till now?
No, ma'am.
Don't worry if you don't get these four properties right now, because I will explain them in the upcoming classes in detail. Okay, all four of them. Okay. Okay. Then we'll meet in the next class. That is on Monday, because tomorrow you'll have the test of seventh chapter, ratio and proportion. Please prepare well, and science class will be regular. Next week we'll meet on Monday. We'll continue with the properties of the triangles and its congruency.
Ma'am, English test when?
Today,
Okay, ma'am.
okay, today, but you can
What
submit the
does
paper.
R stand for in the
Right,
fourth?
right.
There's no class tomorrow, ma'am.
No math class tomorrow because you are having side, tests. Okay, so no science, no math class tomorrow. R is right angle. Okay, right angle. H hypotenuse. S side. Okay.
Ma'am, science class will be at 8:30.
Which test, Abraham?
Ma'am, will science class be at 8:30 tomorrow?
Will science class be at 8:30 tomorrow? Y'all tell me. Both the timings are fine with me. Okay. We can keep
Can
at
we have
8:30.
it at 8:30?
Sure, we can have at 8:30. Samir and Ibrahim, 8:30 science class tomorrow?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Samir, good with you?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, then we'll meet
Ma'am, I
for
have
the.
one more question.
Yes, Amara.
The half yearly exam, you said the half yearly test, you said that it'll be like if you don't submit it by 30 December, it'll be failed, but you sent in the group 8th January. So,
Yes, I extended the date since most of y'all are going out for holidays. So I extended the date till 8th January. So
okay.
before 8th January, you have to submit now, okay? You have 1 week from the from 25th, 2025, okay? So do it in New Year or do it at Christmas or in between. It's up to you whenever you find time. But please submit before 8th January, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
No, ma'am.
Can you answer?
Can you repeat? Abraham, can you repeat? I couldn't hear. Okay, so we will stop the class here and we'll